Right. So one of the most important things when you come to a Zoom like this is that you're obviously going to hear a little bit of what the X39 is, right? Obviously, if you're invited tonight, they shared a little bit about X39, but most importantly is that we shared because we cared. And when I found out about X39, Greg was sharing because he had a heart to help people that were living in pain and not having the quality of life they deserved. Because he was in a car accident, he had a dramatic injury that affected his shoulder, his neck, his back. He's going to a chiropractor every week. And when I met him, he had explained how the X39 had helped him improve his recovery, not have pain, and just feel better. And once he shared that story, I said to him, "Look, my mom is struggling. She's not recovering. She's very slow after having COVID. You know, her recovery is very slow. Is this something that can help her?" And he said, "Absolutely. She's just got to try it for at least 6 months." And I said, "How do I get started where my mom and I can both get started?" And he said, "Well, we have the perfect pack for you." And we'll share more about that today. But I got started on the premium pack. And that allowed me to use X39, see what it did for my mom, but also share it with people that were hurting. And that was the biggest blessing. So what I want to do is I want to open up this presentation now with a 3-minute video. It's actually one of the best videos we have that will encapsulate what LifeWave is about, what X39 is about, but most importantly, the community that's behind it. Because too many of us are stuck on a solo road. No one is actually supporting us to get to our dreams that we actually want to achieve. And sometimes because we don't have the community, sometimes we don't have the right vehicle. But LifeWave is offering more than just those two things. So let's get right into it. Alrighty.
In a world searching for answers, one discovery is changing everything. A patch, no bigger than a quarter, built not to treat symptoms, but to wake up the healer inside you. This is X39, a wearable, light-activated patch. Designed by David Schmidt, an inventor with over 200 patents. His mission? To reverse aging naturally. This isn't science fiction. It's stem cell activation without injections, without pills. Your body repairing itself. The results? Life-changing energy, recovery, sleep, relief. And the medical world? It's taking notice. Still skeptical? Visit thisisitinfo.com. You'll find the studies, the patents, the proof. It's all there. But there's more. This tiny patch isn't just transforming lives, it's creating freedom. Because behind it is a business model built for the bold. Real people, real results. Income that scales with impact. And here's why. Because this breakthrough technology is patented and exclusive, it offers a lucrative business plan that allows you to compound your efforts. More people than ever are struggling in today's economy. You can no longer rely on your own sweat equity alone to make a living. This business model allows you to duplicate yourself and, even better, to benefit from other people's efforts. So your income no longer depends solely on you. By duplicating yourself over and over, the income potential is far greater than a conventional job, career, or profession. And you're never alone. The This Is It system gives you the tools, the path, the team. All you have to do is start. The question is no longer if it works, it's whether you'll act or let this moment pass. Will you keep waiting or finally feel your body come alive again? Will you stay financially stuck or build something that lasts? Isn't it time to start living life on your own terms? The This Is It action plan will set you on a path to live out the dreams you have for your family. Get back with the person who shared this video. so you can experience the age-reversing health and the exciting lifestyle that thousands are already enjoying. This is the technology, this is the team, and this is your moment. This is it.
That is a really, really, really awesome video. And what I'll say is that it's one of the most powerful things that I use when I come across, people that I think would be able to benefit in trying the X39 out, because that's really the ultimate thing. Tonight is to give you information, maybe give you a bit of a refresher. You've heard about it, you've read about it a little bit, but the true way to see what this is going to do for you is to just give it a go, right? I'll tell you up front, we have a 30-day money-back guarantee, and that is something we're proud of to have because not many people even use it. Okay, it's something that once people put on, they feel the benefits. And we want to just explain to you what that looks like. If you are someone new here, welcome as well. Appreciate you also taking the time out of your day. And we really want this to be a useful spot in your day. We want this to be useful for you to know about, for you to also think about as you go through your week this week. So if there's any questions, also just put it in the chats, and maybe at the end we'll have time for people to unmute. So let's get right into it. So have you been patched? Right, after just seeing that video, I would be shocked if someone doesn't want to put a patch on right now. So if you're invited today and the person that invited you didn't put a patch on you, the next time you see them, you say, "Can I have a patch?" So the gentleman behind it, as you heard in the video, his name is David Schmitz, right? This is very important for us to at least have a better idea, because this little patch technology, when it first comes in our lives, it can sometimes be kind of daunting. It can also be kind of scary. Some people also think it's a bit ridiculous, and that's okay. But that's why we're here tonight, because we want to actually show you that as insignificant as this may look on your body, the role and the story behind how it came to be today is truly significant. And you can see here today, the gentleman who invented the X39, David Schmitz, he has over 200 patents. He's a scientist and inventor, and he specializes in age reversing. And what happened is in 2008, he focused his attention on stem cell research. And from that point, it took him 10 years and $4.5 million to bring the X39 to markets. So this little patch that you see here that looks kind of funny, that thing took 10 years and $4.5 million to bring to markets. And it just speaks of the commitment David Schmitz had to finding a solution to this problem, right? Understanding what stem cells can do in the body, which we'll get into, but more importantly, the power that they have if they are harnessed correctly. And hey, it's a billionaire breakthrough, I'll tell you that much. So it's a patented technology. This is also quite important. This isn't patent pending, meaning that we are still waiting for studies and to prove that this hasn't been done before and that it's a real method. This is patent. It's been approved. We have a patent number. You can search this number on Google, even ask ChatGPT. Put this number, even ask ChatGPT, is X39 going to help me? And see what that answer is if you don't like what you hear tonight. So at least ask ChatGPT. And what we want to actually bring out for you to see here is the patent is a legal binding document, meaning that the things that we make claims in the patent for have to have been proven. And the process that we have actually patented is the process in which we help your body elevate something that causes your stem cells to switch on again and start working, right? So that's what we've actually patented. And the finer details, I'm going to read right out of the patent itself. It says here, as a result of elevating copper peptide, that is what the patch actually does when you wear it. It includes the activation of stem cells, improvements in energy, elevation of antioxidants, and many more other benefits. That is just as a result of wearing the X39. And these are from the studies that we've done to get our patent approved. So everything we're going to share with you here tonight is actually as a result from the studies and facts that we have gathered in order for us to share. Right? But we want to share the stories behind what X39 has done for other people and what it could look like in your life, in other people's lives around you. Because again, once you understand why X39 stem cell activation patch, the better your life and the people around your life is going to be. So stem cells make up every organ in your body, right? Everything in your body comes from a stem cell. But the issue is as you age, your stem cells slowly become dormant, right? At 30, you have about 50% of your stem cells active. And at 60, you have less than 10% of your stem cells active. Now, not many people understand this. You know, all of us know what aging is, but not many of us understand why is our body aging. We just think, oh, we just get older every year. But just think more as to what's that reason. And one of the biggest factors is our body's stem cells start going dormant. Age means deterioration. That's what age is, deterioration in the body. Deterioration that's not being healed. And it's because our stem cells start going to sleep after 30, right? So now, this is quite an interesting one because opportunity happens by creating solutions. And as you just saw, one of the biggest problems that we have is that nobody knows our stem cells are becoming dormant. We are all just accepting our lives will get worse as we age, and that's the story. But that doesn't have to be, right? Because now we know what's the reason. We know now our stem cells are becoming dormant, and that's the number one reason we age. Number one reason we age is our stem cells become dormant. That is a massive problem. And LifeWave has now offered a solution to that through a stem cell activation patch. The more stem cells you have active in your body, the healthier you're going to be, right? And another thing to add on top of this is one of the biggest problems I think the world faces is people are struggling financially. How many of us are in vehicles that generate income that are not generating the results we actually want? You are putting in $100,000 worth of efforts and you are getting out $1,200, right? Many of us are not getting paid for what we are truly worth. And honestly, it's down to the vehicle that we decide to put our time into. Some people put their time into being an employee. They are kept. Some people decide to build a franchise, right? Buy a KFC, right? It's a proven model, right? You buy a KFC, they tell you this is how you cook the chicken. This is the process that you do when someone comes to the window to order. This is how it happens when someone comes to the counter. There's a process, there's a formula for success, and the franchise can charge massive amounts. But can you afford a franchise? Right? That's a business owner now. So what vehicle are you putting your time into, and is it rewarding you the way in which you wanted to? LifeWave is now starting to offer a solution to that as well. An income generating business, which is the most exciting part about what I'm sharing. But first, hear about the X39. So how does it work? It's a proprietary form of phototherapy. It's a patented nanocrystal technology that reflects your body's heat and light to activate. And most importantly, there's no drugs, there's no chemicals, there's no stimulants, and it's non-transdermal, meaning that nothing's going into your body. It's completely non-invasive. So you can be on any medication right now. This is not going to harm you. You can go ask your doctor about it. Then you must just take him to this@info.com as well, right? Bring him to a presentation like this because we want you to at least do the research yourself. We put too much faith in people who are actually there to just claim money, right? You go to the doctor, they listen to you for 30 seconds, 1 minute, you tell your little story about everything that hurts, they prescribe medication and say, thank you, on to the next one. Cash cow, that is what they're doing. So anyway, long story short, you can be on medication. This is going to still help you. But if you want your doctor to hear about it, you must please first do the research before taking it to him. The benefits of X39, right? One of the really, really cool achievements that we can say X39 helps users get to is achieving what we call optimal health, right? That's being in a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being. So These words that you see here, increased strength, mental clarity, improved sleep, increased stamina, we have all heard it before. Take this supplement and have mental clarity. Drink Red Bull and have a better focus. Right? Take this thing and, it's going to replace this whole section of your diets. We've heard those stories before that claim the same things. The difference here, though, is that it's your body creating these results, not a supplement that you're adding. This is your body utilizing the GHKCU that the X39 is elevating and helping your body naturally do these things. Increase strength, reducing inflammation, having more energy, restoring muscle and skeletal conditions. Imagine your body having that ability to increase your stamina week on week. You run further. You can work harder in the gym. You can solve problems faster, naturally, not supplementing, naturally. So what are the long-term results? Those are just the things that all happen in your body to come together and help your body have just an overall wellness to it. But the true results, the things that have been studied to happen when people put X39 on, that's what this little graph shows us. Within the first few days, you have about 4,000 genes that begin to reset. Within a few weeks, your brain becomes balanced. Within a few months, your collagen increase. And within 6 to 12 months on X39, we have shown how the heart repairs itself to that of a younger state. This is going to be crazy for some people. It was for me the first time. Your heart reverses in age. What does that mean? Go find out more. This is at info.com. Right here, it's going to explain it much better than what I can. The most important thing here is that it's not anti-aging. It's not something we put in on to cover a symptom. It's age reversing. And that's right out of David Schmidt's mouth. So to find out what this can truly do, you can go to this at info.com and go under long-term studies, which you can find if you scroll a little bit down on the homepage. You can actually find the case studies that speak about this. Now, how do you wear it? Well, it's very simple, right? You wear the X39 for 12 hours so your body can elevate, activate, and regenerate. Remember, it's going to elevate copper peptide. That's what we said from the patent it does. That activates your stem cells, and your stem cells regenerates the damage in your body, right? So you wait for 12 hours. After that, you're going to remove it for 12 hours so your body can rest, repair, and rejuvenate. I love this. This is awesome. 12 hours. I don't even feel this thing on. I don't even worry about it. I put it on in the morning and I get on with my day. I have the energy, I have the mental clarity, I have the power to make it happen. Can you make it happen the same way you wish you could make it happen every day? How excited are you to make it happen when you wake up? Right, I'm so fired up. Okay, so anyway, the testimonies of X39 are emotional and life-changing. I have to change the slide sometimes, otherwise I'm going to start crying. And that's for real. Right, so let's actually get into the results, right? So you can see how impactful the X39 has been in other people's lives. Here we have a live blood analysis, right? Now, we actually really are so blessed to have the privilege of having some doctors on the call right now. And one of the awesome things is that they themselves partake in this method of analyzing things called a live blood analysis. Here you can see this is a picture of a live blood analysis before putting on X39. You can see this looks with very unhealthy blood, signs of clotting, heart attack, stroke, very unhealthy blood. But here you can see 24 hours later, 12 hours on, 12 hours off, signs of oxygenated, free-flowing, healthy blood. That is amazing. Here you can see a skin condition. This gentleman is actually Renita Brennan's father. So we actually do know her, and we only share stories of people that we actually know. And he went for DNA testing. He went to skin doctors, dermatologists, and they could never figure out what was wrong with his skin. Ointments, pills, all this, nothing worked. 24 hours later on the X39, here's another skin condition, but this one is amazing. This gentleman has diabetes. And as you can see here, his risk of them cutting his leg off is extreme. And within 5 days of wearing X39, here's the same foot. Right? So when people wonder about how expensive or how affordable is X39, I say it's a lot cheaper than cutting your leg off. I'll tell you that much. Okay, 10 days. Here's bruising. Right here, you can see after 10 days, you can actually see the circles from where the patch was placed. The direct stimulation on the skin having a benefit. Inflammation in the ankles. Here you can see after an accident, 5 days later, mobility improvements. If you have someone that you care about in your life that is older than you shouldn't wait longer than the rest of today to tell them about X39. I promise you. I think the amount of life that I've been blessed with to have extra with my mom, just quality of life, doing fun things, going out, seeing things, enjoying it, just because the X39 facilitating that ability, it is priceless. 1 to 3 months on X39, here you can see, wow, that's amazing, dramatic recovery, 45 days. I mean, this little dude with the eye. I mean, okay. So here you can see 2 months on X39. This is why I say, if you know someone that is older than you, that you care about, this is why. 2 months. This gentleman probably only had deterioration that could go further than that. Here you can see hair growth. I'm part of a business networking group, and I always say a good referral for me is anyone with wrinkles, gray hair, or balding hair. Because look at this. This is undeniable. Almost 2 months on X39. You can see again hair growth, collagen. This is actually a condition, alopecia. Alopecia is where your hair falls out. This is actually Mena's friend. She was wearing wigs, hats, all of these things, not even going out as much as she wanted to because of how embarrassed she was about her condition. And in 3 months on X39, look at that. Talk about breathing life into someone's life. Imagine having that ability. We all have things in our lives that are helpful to us, right? We all have things in our life that are helpful to us. And is it not up to us to share those helpful things with others? If it's helpful for us, it's probably helpful for other people. And we just have to be brave enough to share it. Mena was brave enough to share it with this lady with alopecia. Imagine she didn't. Maybe she would have had no hair by now and never going out. And that's depressing. Vertiligo. Okay, 3 months on X39. Here you can see 5 months on X39. Here we can be here the whole day. Here's actually one of my best friends. Yolandi. Oh my word. If she had to share your story tonight, I wouldn't have to actually go further in this presentation, but it's my job to do, so I will. But if she had to share, I think it would seal the deal because Yolandi has had a tremendous recovery after going through one of the worst things anyone can experience. And luckily, because of X39 today, she's not on any pain medication. From being on morphine every day to survive. I don't know. Hopefully I'm not just talking to myself here. This is like crazy. Okay, here you can see skin improvements, 1 year. Doctors on X39. It goes again, doctors on X39. Go search any of these doctors on Google, you'll find out some more. Athletes on X39, because there's no drugs, nothing going into you. Animals. Okay, now we are done with that. So if you have any more questions about X39, okay, any more questions about X39, please go to thisisit.info.com. Because if you had to now possibly ask me any questions or the person that invited you here questions, they might not have the best answer for you. Why don't you go to thisisit.info.com? You can hear it right out of David Schmidt's mouth, the guy who knows the most about the technology. He invented it. He will know the most. So if you go to thisisit.info.com, he'll be able to tell you much more. So anything about X39, the technology itself, please go there to do research because you can spend hours doing it. Now we get into the juicy parts. Because here is where our impact starts showing on a global level. right? We've all heard about, okay, you know, companies, we're not a fly-by-night company. We've heard that story before. But what makes LifeWave different is that we are a 20-year-old company that experienced exponential growth 20 years after getting started. Most companies, most companies don't even make it to over $1 million. LifeWave thugged it out for 20 years in over 75 countries right now. And at the end of 2021, we launched X39 into the markets. In 2021, we launched X39 into the market at the end of the year. From that point of launching X39 into markets, the company grew all the way past $600 million in 2024. In 4 years, we had a 3,000% increase. We released X39 to markets and we had a 4,000% increase where we generated over $600 million. And this year we pushed into close over 1 billion. 1 billion. Yeah. And that's because of X39. So please understand, this company had many other technologies before, but the dedication was to developing X39. For 10 years, it took that development. And once we released it, that hard work paid off more than 1,000 times over. And you can go see for yourself. We have this really cool thing to share with people where you can go to businessforhome.org and you can actually search in our industry the top companies, right? In our direct sales industry, we are ranked #1 in momentum, okay? And you see the 60% little box here? This is showing how much of the collected revenue is being paid back to people like me, Greg, Mena, many other people on the call here tonight. 60%. So every dollar LifeWave collects, they pay back 60. And we have momentum. Many people in our industry, you know, many people when they hear direct sales, they pull their nose up, like, oh yeah, let me switch the Zoom off now. Don't go yet, right? Because you probably heard of a company that wasn't #1. Please come back to me and tell me if you heard about a company that was #1. Maybe you heard about the 33rd company, Amway. Oh, I should have name dropped now, eh? Amway, Herbalife, you know, let's go on. They're not #1. Right? Go to businessforhome.org and see #1. And maybe, just maybe, if you ever tried one of those things before and you didn't succeed, maybe it's because your company wasn't #1. Maybe your company didn't have the momentum to help you achieve your goals. Because as the law of physics go, you need the momentum to keep things going. And once you have momentum, it's like a snowball. It just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. 20 million to 600 million. Momentum. And we go into 1 billion. Next year, even more. That is momentum. So I just have to iterate here. We are the #1 momentum company in the whole industry. So if you never liked the industry before, at least pay attention to the #1 company because we're clearly doing something right. And hey, every dollar you spend with us gets paid 60% back to the people that shared it with you, who are brave enough to share it with you. So what's important in your life, right? Is it the family time? Is it financial security? Is it traveling? Is it better health? Is it less debts? How many people in your life that you love, that you have to say no to? No, honey, we can't do that. Oh, no, maybe next month we can try do this thing. No, honey, we can't go on vacation now. We can only go at the end of the year. How many memories are you declining because you don't have the ability to do it? It's actually amazing the doors that LifeWave has opened for me personally. The traveling that I get to do, the time I get to spend with the people I love. I don't have to answer for a boss. And I want to help people realize that for themselves. That's why I'm here tonight. Could be watching Netflix as well, you know? But all of you here tonight is because there's a vision, there's a mission that you're also on. And it's a blessing. It's a blessing for us to even have the ability to get on here tonight. How many people didn't wake up today or had a loved one that didn't wake up today? This is the most valuable thing we can ever spend in our lives, and it's time. And how much of that is quality? Oh, yeah. How much of that time is quality? How much of that time is spent doing things you don't want to do? Why not change that story? And the LifeWave and This Is It system allows you to duplicate your efforts, right? Similar to a franchise, right? Just like I said, like KFC, they have a proven model. You can spend, I looked up today, it's about 6 to 10 million rand. Okay, I don't know what that is in dollars right now. 6 to 10 million rand to get started with one KFC franchise. And then it takes about 5 to 10 years to generate money that you start making a profit on top of that. I mean, that's crazy. You know, who has that money lying around to just get started and in 5, 10 years, maybe I'll make some money. And then you're selling people dirty chicken. What type of business is that, right? How many businesses is doing something that's for impact? And again, this is what LifeWave is trying to offer people, is to help everyone start with a credit card and build a business for their dreams, not your boss's dreams, not working late for your boss, working late for your purpose, working late for your dreams. I started on a credit card. I actually took my first loan ever out to get started with LifeWave because I saw what it could do for my mom and my future. And it was the best money I ever spent. Best gamble, if you will. Take a loan out. Am I going to pay it back? Within 30 days, I made more than the loan I took out. It's not for everyone, but let me show you why that happened. Let me show you. So what I'm going to do is I'm quickly going to explain to you about the compensation plan, okay? And what I want people to understand, right? Let me actually do this. What I want people to understand is that the way in which we get paid, that 60% that is being paid back to everyone, is a complicated thing, right? You're probably not going to understand what it is I'm going to show you next. I'm going to give you a high-level overview. But what I want you to understand is that this mechanism has been proven to help people achieve their dreams. And it doesn't matter to us anyway. We can't change how LifeWave works to pay us, people that we partner with. We can't change it. What we can change is the effort we put into that system, that vehicle, as I said in the beginning. What vehicle are you putting your time into to generate money? Is that vehicle returning the result you want? So let me show you how LifeWave works, a nice little overview of how it works in order for us to start generating recurring income. And that is the word I want to leave you with, because LifeWave is not a get-rich-quick scheme. I'm not telling you get in here today, tomorrow you go to Italy and you live your best life because we're just paying out millions. We're paying out millions because people are working hard. But people are working hard to generate a recurring income. How much of your efforts are being returned back to you in the future? Most of us work for time for money, right? 1 hour in, you get paid per hour. How much time are you getting back for the effort you're putting in? And that's now where this system, this amazing system gets put into play. So getting started is as easy as placing friends and acquaintances on the left and right. So we actually help you establish a binary system, right, which you'll get to understand more. But the biggest thing is that you can earn up to $25,000 this week. But what I said to you is the recurring aspects. That's the most important thing about the LifeWave opportunity. It's not about how much money you make in the first week. It can be significant. That's amazing. That's a good bonus. We actually call it an introduction bonus. The most important thing is the recurring weekly consistent income that grows without you putting in more, right? You do work and you get paid for that work years down the line, months down the line, weeks down the line. So you can come in, and if you start and you decide, okay, like myself, I came in on the premium pack and I decided, okay, I'm going to wear it. My mom's going to wear it. So I have a few friends I want to share it with. I want to get a few people on this thing and just join me in an exciting journey, right? An exciting journey of feeling better, achieving optimal health, at least trying to. And for you, if you get started and you bring in basically your friend and your mom, right? Family members, we will immediately, from the advanced pack and above, we will immediately start paying you $25 a week just by doing that for the first 9 weeks. But imagine how crazy this is. Do that again. So 4 people, right? 2 on the left, 2 on the right. That helps you unlock $50 per week. That's $200 a month for 9 weeks. Okay? For 9 weeks, just by getting 4 people started and active and using X39. Right? First paying you $50 a week just to help people feel better. Oh my word. Okay, so we also have what we call a mentor and matching bonus. So that's for when you get started, right? We want to help you at least generate some recurring income. At least bless yourself enough to feel what recurring income feels like. If you already have recurring income in your life, does it hurt to have another one? No, it doesn't. Okay, so this one allows us to actually earn up to $20,000 per person in 6 generations that have been brought into our organization. That's $120,000 per week that we can earn off of 6 generations of people that are brought into our organization. So my mom has brought in a friend because she also shared. I can earn up to $20,000 off of that lady. And it just continues like that. This is why we're saying we're here to try help accelerate your dreams. So like we said, you got your conventional business, right? You can get a KFC, no problem. High startup cost, high risk, lots of stress. Imagine doing KFC. Long hours, trial and error, learning the curve, limited earning potential, right? I mean, I would say it's quite limited when you start a franchise and you're like minus 10 million Rand in debts. How do you come out of that? Versus the LifeWave business. You can start on a credit card, take a loan out, right, if necessary. Most people actually can get started right away. There's no risk. We have a 30-day money-back guarantee. It's stress-free. We help you feel better. Mental clarity, energy, resilience, stamina. Right? Get better at the gym. Get better in your life because X39 is helping you do that. Make your own schedule. Right? I mean, I decided that tonight I would spend doing this for Greg and Mena. I didn't get forced to do it. I said, hey, you know what? You guys are going to be traveling. Do you need some help? Oh, yeah, Brenden, that's great. Okay, cool stuff. Because this is a message worth sharing. I don't mind taking time out of my day to do this. Proven system, mentorship, and unlimited earning potential. Is your boss going to say, hey, just one way in which I'm going to pay you, you can maybe make $120,000 a week? People are earning $60,000 a year as an average income. Yeah. So it's very simple to get started, right? And what we'll do is that we'll actually send you this little form here that's going to have 4 options for you. Like I said, I got started on the premium pack. It's the most cost-effective one. It means that you're going to get 20 sleeves of X39, right? For it with tax and shipping, probably comes about $2,000. And that affords you the opportunity to try X39 for yourself for a few months, to try and see what it looks like when you put it on other people. And if you would like to maybe just give yourself a go, right? You just want to try it out yourself, try the advanced pack, right? So that's the 2 I'll talk about right now is advanced pack, right? You can give it a go. You can get 6 sleeves and give it a go for 6 months, see how you feel, take it from there. Or you can come in on that, try it for your first month and put it on other people. Put it on other people and see what results they have, because that will be more effective in you understanding how the X39 works than you putting it on and thinking, is my hair growing faster? Is my nails stronger? Is my skin looking better? You're not going to be able to tell that. But how you will be able to tell is seeing how it's impacting other people. I saw what it did for my mom. I saw how her hair was growing better. I saw how she had more energy. Myself personally, I mean, I haven't had migraines. I have energy. I'm fired up every day. I have the stamina to do what I need to do. But I wasn't sick when I got started. I just understand that, hey, at 30, my stem cells are going to switch off. Might as well get the one up on them and start sooner. They never switch off. Live until what time? Okay, so let's finish up here. So here you can get started on any package, right? You can go look more here. The core pack is 3 sleeves. Advanced, like I said, is 6 sleeves. We also have this beautiful option here is Advanced Plus. That allows you to get 11 sleeves of X39, right? That means that you can at least try it with someone else for at least a few months and see how it's impacting, share with some people. But for the most cost-effective and the best pack in order to help others get started and to really launch into accelerating your dreams, I promise you the premium pack's the best option, because what that affords you to do in your life, the tool that becomes in your life to help others is immense. And that's why we have that as an option, the most popular one as well. So if you want more information on X39, please go to thisisatinfo.com. If you would like to understand more about, okay, how does that compensation plan work, or what is the duplication system we follow, and more details into the community that we built, the organization that you will be able to partner with, you can go to thisisateam.com. All the answers are there. And if you go to both these sites and you don't come right, then please give Greg and Mena a call. And if they don't answer, then you can give Brenden a call. So the time is now to make your move, right? Are you serious about your dreams, right? Are you serious about accomplishing the things that you have put on your vision board? The things that you have thought about for years, wishing that it would happen. Are you serious about those things? Or are you just wishing it's away? You're wishing it will come. You hope one day, one day, this year is not for me. This year, it's no, not this year. Next year resolution. Right, that it will maybe be my time next time. Or are you serious? How engaged do you want to be in achieving the things you want? Because there is hope for your future. Get started with X39 today. Alrighty. Now that is a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for your time. Thank you for obviously sparing, the most valuable asset that we ever have, time, because I could not pay anyone here $100 million to not wake up tomorrow. Not even 100 million. So please be careful what it is you do with your time. And don't invest your time in the wrong vehicle when there is options out there for you. You just need to be a part of the right community that's going to help you to achieve your dreams. How many people are committed to helping you achieve your dreams? I would love to speak to everyone on this call, find out what your dream is and say, hey, listen, how are we going to make this happen? Whether it's with LifeWave or not, but you know what? With anything, efforts will take you anywhere you want to go. So please make sure that you're putting efforts into the things you love and care about, because that is truly what matters. And if you leave an impact, the Lord will bless you even further. So thank you so much, everyone, for hopping on. I'm going to give it 10 seconds if someone has a question. Otherwise, we're going to close it out. But again, blessings for everyone. And please enjoy the rest of your week. May it be a really, really awesome, productive one. Thank you, everyone. Have a good one.